Hey everyone, another edition of Off the Top Rope here on the Off the Mic Sports Network. So Saturday night's main event happened last night. Depending on when you watch this, it was Saturday the 25th. Um, that's not what I want to talk about here. I actually want to talk about AEW because it seems like, everybody here on the channel seems to be really interested in my AEW related content. Um, so AEW last night did Collision from Jacksonville. Um, Go watch my Jags videos. I did way too many Jags videos this week in relation to Tony Khan and AEW. But there's been a lot of conversation this week um, with AEW, restoring the feeling because there was some good content and there was some good stuff that happened. And some of the stuff that has been seen on television to start the year in All Elite Wrestling has been all right. You had the Kenny Omega aligning with, Will Ospreay, that opening segment of Dynamite this past week, and then you have the reveal of Tony Storm, uh, just effectively, acting as the rocker Tony Storm and revealing that she is in fact still timeless Tony Storm in building to her match with Mariah May coming up at Grand Slam Australia in the middle of February. So there's a lot of talk about hey, this is great. This is old AEW. This is restoring the feeling. Here's the problem. With every positive that this company can get, there's always a negative. There is always a negative. Like, for example, let's start with that Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega segment. There's a lot that I enjoyed about that segment. It was awesome. It was a great, great to see two of the big stars in your company pairing up against a evil heel faction. Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay are both awesome, doing moonsaults off of a a big lighting rig was pretty sick. The segment, but here are the things. The segment went way too long. It was 15 minutes. It took forever. The dispelling of the whole, hey, Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay, can they coexist? We hated these storylines in WWE. And Kenny Omega even said 5 minutes before he agreed to team with Will Ospreay, hey, it's going to be hard for me to forgive you after you dropped me on my head, on my neck, and almost ended my career the last time we were in the ring together, and you stabbed me with a screwdriver at Forbidden Door. Yet now they're teaming together on on what was supposed to be a pay-per-view that's now just a special event that nobody knows when it's going to air. There's that, but then the big thing for me is AEW is with Kenny Omega, their ace. He's their guy, the main guy. Will Ospreay's kind of come in and kind of taken the reins since Kenny Omega's been out with the diverticulitis, and now he comes back. So the big thing now is Kenny Omega comes back on AEW television at World's End and confronts Kazuchika Okada after Kazuchika Okada beat Will Ospreay to win the Continental Classic. And we have not seen any reference whatsoever to that confrontation at all. Also, back when Kenny Omega came back and was written off television again for his diverticulitis, he was attacked by Kazuchika Okada, then the Young Bucks, and Jack Perry, and put in an ambulance and attacked and taken off television for the rest of the year. That has not been touched at all either. Yet, the first thing that we're going to with Kenny Omega, admittedly, this thing with Will Ospreay is awesome, but there's flaws in the story of this. Is we're going right back to the Don Callis family, which is literally what we were doing when Kenny Omega left, not when he came back and we wrote him off. It doesn't make any sense. So that's an issue. And then with, in particular, what happened, I mean, I've already talked extensively about how badly the world title picture is messed up, but maybe there's something there with Hangman Adam Page potentially teasing a babyface turn. But in regards to the female side of things, the women's division in AEW, this Tony Storm Mariah May segment was fantastic. It was great. Here's the problem. Why are you doing that on Collision against Saturday night's main event at the exact same time? Why are you doing that on a show that a large chunk of the wrestling audience is not going to watch. Some people will say, well, AEW's kind of waved the flag and they're just booking for the sickos. I don't care. If you're about growth and making money and you're about drawing interest and getting people to come back, you do not do this angle on Collision when your biggest competitor is having a special event on network television. You don't do that. That's not good business. Like I said, the segment was awesome. It was great. This is all that's been great with, this Mariah May and Tony Storm thing. But that also leads me to another problem with this thing. Where the hell has this been the entire Mariah May title run? Hell, Tony Storm, when she had the title run, she was booked the wrong way because she was being booked as a heel. Everybody wanted to cheer her and nobody wanted to boo her. So it hurt a lot of the division. Mariah May, very talented. She has done next to nothing to make us care about the women's championship since he won it from Tony Storm. And now we're finally interested back in this feud because of what Tony Storm and it's a testament to how great of a performer she is. But then you do this big reveal angle of what we were wondering, where was this rocker Tony Storm gimmick coming from? What was this going to lead to? And here we are, like after the reveal, after the win over Mina Shirakawa back in December. And here's what the reveal is. And it happens on Collision against a WWE show. It doesn't make any sense. So again, if you want to talk about restoring the feeling, you can't restore the feeling when, there are faults, multiple ones in two of your biggest angles that you've been doing in the last 5-6 days. So that's off the top rope for now. We'll have a lot more content here on the channel. I'll see you guys soon.